Now let's go back about 65 years when nuclear war was a major fear, when Ike was telling the world about the scam. He warned us about the industrial complex making bombs and who knows what next as we soldiered off to Vietnam. Then came a guy called JFK who saw the world in a different way, tried to make some sense of it all. But the ones who really run the show said this man will have to go, and that's when America took its first big fall. John's replaced with Lyndon B., a Southern Democrat, you see, with policies directly out his ass. He made sure the blacks were needy, while he catered to the fucking greedy and bombed the shit out of countries for the brass. He quit the job cause he knew he's wrong. Then Richard Nixon came along, a loser from the day the man was born. He protested that he was no crook, but the stupid bastard's goose was cooked. So he quit the job and life became forlorn. Then Gerald Ford stepped to the plate. What can I say except he wasn't great? His claims to fame was falling down a lot. 895 days is all he had to mend the ways of a country that was surely going to pot. And then the peanut farmer came along. That's when things went really wrong. Now Jimmy was a hell of a nice guy, that's true. But I swear that this man couldn't make one single plan that worked. And that's why Jimmy got through. Now Ronald Reagan's another story. He left the planet with fame and glory, probably because he acted all his life. He started running up the debt, just spending money we didn't have yet. Built up the military directed by his wife. And then we got George H. Bush, the man who made a major push to take over the East and confiscate their oil. He befriended Hussein Sane, then stabbed him in the back for personal gain. I don't know about you, but he sure made my blood boil. Now, Bill Clinton, there's a piece of shit that ain't even half of it. His crimes are proven, but voters find him nice. He's a killer, rapist, causes races, and that's only just the basis, who's endorsed by his psychopathic wife. Another Bush, he beats out Gore, who happens to be a climate boy, while Bush wants some revenge for his dad. So he tells some lies about Iraq. Anyone could see the crack. Where were all those WMDs that he had? Now the next to come made history. He promised we're no mystery, but not one promise did he keep. He was a likable and talked good shit, but when it came right down to it, he sold the country right out from underneath our feet. Now this deserves a second verse, because Obama was the worst. He carried on to make the nation rile. And he started racial tension with his lies, bagging cops, no compromise. BLM and Antifa is his child. And then the surprise of the day when Donald Trump came to play. His policies freaked out the establishment. It was like a bull in a china store, but showed that there was so much more to fake news and being president. He boasted on too much for many, and many times he dropped a penny. He called the game the way he'd seen it played. For over 60 years we fought and feared to keep our liberty that's now smeared. I'm afraid it's gonna go away. It's so obvious many hate this man, not for his policies or his plan, just because they don't like what he is. He's a patriot who loves his nation, and he works hard to stop ablation, but some can't see that, but those folks aren't no whiz. Now we have Kamala and Joe, the winners of elections. You know, they're a Trojan horse for the establishment. And now that they are back on course, we the people will be forced to obey the laws of their new blueprint. So say goodbye to fair elections, goodbye democracy. Say goodbye to your freedom, say goodbye to family. Goodbye to freedom of speech, goodbye to all you own. They won't just take your freedom, they'll take away your home. Say goodbye to America, goodbye to the brave. Say hello to communism, say hello to being enslaved. Say goodbye to our liberty, goodbye to all our cash. To all you folks who voted this, goodbye and kiss my ass.